Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from TikTok. This is a story of two women that neglected their kids in two different ways that caused their kids' death. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Ask you that, chow. It's chow time.
A 32-year-old woman from Ohio have been arrested and charged with murder after leaving her 16-month-old baby in her playpen while she went on vacation. So look, according to the reports, the 32-year-old woman left her 16-month-old daughter for a total of 10 days while she traveled from Detroit to Puerto Rico. Once she made it back home, she called 911 and said, "My daughter is inside of her playpen and she's not breathing. Can I get someone over here to help me?"
This is the shitty part about how court custody works, right? There's a lot of women like this that will get custody no matter what. Doesn't matter if the father's a good father, he's a good provider, he's going to take care of the kid or not. And there is a lot of unsavory things that happen to a lot of these kids in these mothers' hands.
An autopsy on the child revealed that she died from starvation and severe dehydration. Listen, I would like to think that she went on vacation by herself, because I don't want to believe that somebody else went with her, knowing that she got a baby back at home inside of a playpen, screaming and crying because she hungry and need her diaper changed.
Nah, Eric, I'm gonna red pill you on this one. She probably did went with someone, but she probably lied to them and told them that, oh, if someone's taking care of her kid, everything is ready, a-okay. Women do this.
If the word selfish had a face to it, I believe it would look like this.
Yes.
I don't even see how she enjoyed herself in Puerto Rico. If I leave the house thinking I left the stove on, I'm turning back around, because if I don't, it's going to be on my mind the whole time I'm out. And she left a whole baby behind. I wonder if she just dumped a whole bunch of food inside the playpen, thinking whenever she get hungry, she could just pick one of these bottles up and drink it. And instead of having a saggy diaper on, I'll just take her diaper off. So that'll be one less thing for her to worry about. And I wonder if she was surprised to come back home and find the little girl dead. She been out having the time of her life, coming back home and walked through the door, and the first thing that hit her nose is the smell of death. And it's no one to blame but you. Even if you didn't pay for the trip to go to Puerto Rico, I'm sure whoever paid for it knew you had a child. It got women out here going on their first date, bringing all their friends, ordering everything on the menu, and asking the dude to pay for it. And here it is, you can't ask for a few dollars to get somebody to watch your daughter while you go to Puerto Rico with them? Let me say this here. Any man that really care about you, he also care about your children too. Anybody that...
All right, this one's a little bit too much. I'm not gonna, just because I date someone doesn't mean I'm gonna make sure that their child is taken care of. That's a little bit bullshit, right? They should be worried about their own child and making sure their child is taken care of. I want to show her a good time. It's her responsibility to make sure the child is fully taken care of. It's not my responsibility. It's not my child. We're just dating. So I'm going to take that back and say, no, it's 100% hers. Doesn't matter who the fuck is dating her, right? It's her duty because it's her child. It's not my child. It's not any of these men's child that are dating her. It's not their duty to be making sure that the baby's taken care of. Who the fuck goes out there and dates mothers or dates single mothers and like, you know what? What's your child doing right now? Is your child fully taken care of? Is it with, good parents or your grandparents or your mom or something? No, nobody gives a fuck about that. So this is kind of stupid for Eric to say, like, oh, the men out there should make sure that her baby's taken care of and things like that. No. Some people might not even know she has a baby. This is the other part that I think blue pillars don't understand. Women lie. Sometimes women don't even disclose that they have kids until later on in their relationship. So the guy that took her out might not even known. So to put that on the men that are taking her out, it's not their fault. It's her fault.
Call theyself your friend. It's not just a friend of you, but they're also a friend of your children too. And when I say friend of your children too, I mean they care about their well-being. It's no way I'm gonna take my friend to Puerto Rico knowing my friend got a child back at home that can't fend for theyself.
See, he is just going at it as facts. She might have lied to him. This is the problem, like, I think blue pillars seem to have, that they think that women are just great. They never lie. They're not going to do bad things. She left her child there for 10 days. You don't think she's capable of lying to the person that she's going out with? You don't think it's capable for her to say, I'm not pregnant, or I don't have any kids, or never even mention it? Like, this is the part where I think you're confused at just giving her the benefit of the doubt on everything. I'm not saying what you're saying might not be true or true. You're right. The guy that she's going out with might have known, but I highly doubt it.
Can't feed theyself, can't change theyself. I can't go nowhere with my friend knowing he got that going on, because I don't just care about my friend. I care about his children too. I care.
Yeah, but that's his. So it's a male. You're going out with a male friend. Yeah, I can understand that because you're friends. But if they're going out with her as a date, that's not the same camaraderie as friends.
About what he got going on in his life too. So no, we can't go to Puerto Rico and you got all of that going on. You gonna have to sit this one out. I'ma still go, but you can't go with me. 24-year-old Zachary have been charged with first-degree murder after asking his girlfriend, 2-year-old son, to put his hands up and fight. So look, according to the reports, Zachary got upset because the little boy's mother went to the store and brought home the wrong groceries. He said, "She didn't bring back the stuff that I asked for." And in the middle of the argument, I pushed her. And that's when her son got mad and started to cry. And I told him, "Put your hands up and fight." And I punched the little boy. The little boy only weighed 29 pounds. And the impact from the punch lifted him off his feet and sent him flying into a wall, knocking him unconscious. The boy's mother called 911 and told him her child wasn't breathing, but never told him what happened to him. While waiting for the ambulance to arrive, the boy began to vomit out of his nose and his mouth. Moments later, his eyes rolled in the back of his head and he died shortly after.
This is disgusting. If any men out there think that this is okay to do, you need to keep watching my channel and need to get yourself checked in and get some therapy or something. Because this is beyond disgusting. For a grown man to uppercut a 2-year-old in the chest so hard that he flew and hit a wall? The other side of this is custody again. Guess who had custody? This horrible mother that picks horribly. This is the problem we have with you single mothers. You keep going out there dating and still pick these bad guys. These horrible men. These men that you know are not good. And yet you still clamor and beg for these men. Why? Because you didn't tell the cops what happened immediately after the motherfucker punched your child. So you were still trying to defend him, protect him in any way possible, because you still love this fucker, whatever the fuck you was. And you let your child get punched. Instead of taking care of your child, taking some time off from dating, growing yourself, and making sure your child is fully taken care of and doing well. No, you chose to date, and you chose to still go out there, and you chose to date the worst type of possible men. But yet you still want to blame men for all these issues. Well, you chose him. You chose this horrible man. And I'm not trying to put the blame off the man either. The man deserves every single goddamn blame he gets, and so does the mother. It was her fault that this man was even in the vicinities of her child. And look at how much children protect their mothers. Look at this 2-year-old that stepped in and cried because her mother was getting slapped around or whatever. Now imagine 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds blasting people because their mothers is getting like yelled at. This is what these single mothers are raising. They're raising kids that don't know what's going on and they think they're going to be able to protect her. And then they raise kids like this that don't even get to live past 3. Like, I am so livid with this. This was shared to me by one of our subs that he shares stories all the time and we conversate all the time. I couldn't even get over this story because he shared it to me in the morning. And all I could think about was this story all goddamn day. This is why custody battles, 50-50, needs to be more of a thing. These mothers should not be getting custody 90% of the time. There's just no logical reasoning that there's 90% of all these mothers are damn good mothers, are damn good enough to out-father these certain fathers. That's the issue I fucking have. Is some of these fathers will probably be 10 times the parents of some of these mothers. But they never given the chance because of how court systems work. This is a fucked up system. Kids are dying. I don't give a fuck about the guy. I tell you the truth, he's going to get taken care of. He's going to the pen. I've been in the pen. We do not take kindly to chomos and child abusers. We do not. Men in the pen will destroy this man. And tell you the truth, I don't wish ill on people, but I'm glad. I hope the men out inside are going to show this man what he's worth. And then the mother, she should be thrown in jail too. Picking a man that gets upset because you picked the wrong groceries and is willing to punch your son. You are a crazy bitch to be thinking that this man is a good man. Do better, women. There's plenty of good men. Plenty that won't kill your child. That won't slash your throat. That won't beat you up. There's plenty of them. You don't seem to know where they are. Because why? You're only looking for men like this. The killers, the degenerates. The Pookies and the Ray Rays and the Chads. Do better, ladies. You guys heard my rant. I don't have much else to say about it other than fuck the court system. Fuck these shitty mothers. Fuck these fucking guys that just can't even control their own goddamn emotions, telling a kid to put his dukes up. You fucking fucks. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.